What's up, guys? It's your boy Coden Pablo. In today's video, we're going to be going over the advanced statistics used for the criteria of the NBA MVP, most valuable player.
You know what I like, what would you like to do? Tell me, I tell you. I know I've been away. I'm just trying to get my paper straight, girl. Don't give my shit away. I'm just trying to get my paper straight, girl.
And I'm so very excited to be back and doing this episode again. I know it's been a minute, but your boy is back and I'm feeling myself. Alright, let's get right into it. So some of the statistics we're going to go over today will be true shooting percentage, really important, box plus minus, win shares, player efficiency rating. Those four advanced statistics are really important, and not a lot of people talk about those statistics, right? So what determines the MVP in general, right? It's really the media, narratives that they create. There's storylines too. There's the people at home watching, right? There's a certain percentage that get to vote there. And then there's old players kind of entangled with the media. So obviously a lot of people like to throw out some of the stats like, you know, points per game, rebounds per game, assists per game, right? Those general stats. People like to look at the record. You know, are we playing in the East? Are we playing in the West? You know, like LeBron and Giannis Antetokounmpo, you know, what are they doing to improve their teams? If you took both of those players out of their teams, what would their record be like? Now, the top three candidates were James Harden, LeBron James, of course, and Giannis Antetokounmpo. Now, I'm a LeBron James fan, and I'm going to try my hardest not to be biased. I'm really going to try, guys. Please work with me. Honestly, LeBron could get that award every single year. I mean, it's a no-brainer, right? But we have to look at the regular season. So that's number one. When considering these, you know, this MVP race, we really have to look at just the regular season. We can't look at the playoffs because we already know Giannis got bounced out. So we can't hold that against him. It's a regular season award. But listen, LeBron getting that Finals MVP. That's all I'm saying. That's one of my predictions. But anyway, we really want to, you know, analyze this in the best way that we can, not just using the numbers, but like I said before, the eye test. And like I told you guys before, you really have to see, you know, LeBron's in the West. How does that play a factor? He's playing with Anthony Davis. How does that play a factor? The surrounding pieces around Giannis, does that compare to LeBron? That's why some of these statistics are really important because they kind of tell you, you know, who's really that MVP in that season. And there's a bunch of other statistics I could really throw out there that people use. But for now, I'm just going to go over these stats because I feel like not a lot of people talk about these, but you know, when it comes to analysts who really like to crunch down the numbers, some of these are really important. So we definitely want to consider that when talking about the MVP. All right, guys, let's dive right into player efficiency rating. Player efficiency rating, or better known as PER, was developed by ESPN columnist John Hollinger. That's amazing. In John's own words, he says that the PER sums up a player's positive accomplishments, subtracts the negative accomplishments, and returns a per minute rating of the player's performance. So as you can see from the breakdown of PER, we have a lot of calculations to kind of go into, which I will go through in another video, but this is pretty much what PER means. Alright, next, let's do win shares. Win shares is also another important stat that we have to look at, an estimate of the number of wins contributed by a player. Alright, when considering win shares, we really have to make sure we're looking at all the different calculations that really equate to this specific win share that we're talking about. Now, in general, win shares is something that a lot of people use. Apparently with this website, they use their own system, so it varies depending on what system. Alright, and now we're going to look at true shooting percentage. True shooting percentage is a measure of shooting efficiency that takes into account field goals, three-point field goals, and free throws. Really important stat right here. Last but not least, let's look at that box plus minus, a really important statistic to look at. Box plus minus, it's been available since 1973 in the NBA. That is crazy. It's a box score estimate of the points per 100 possessions that a player contributed above a league average player, translated to an average team. That is crazy. If we look at some of those stats too, it just, man, there's just so much that goes into the box plus minus. It's really crazy, you know, how many calculations have to be done just to, you know, assess pretty much if a player is on the court or off the court. You know, are they maximizing their team's winning, or are they, you know, minimizing that? You know, it's pretty much saying if you're on the court, are you effective or are you not effective? And there's different versions of the plus minus, but it's a really important stat to show, you know, an individual player's actual contribution to the actual game. Now, if we look at the two-time reigning MVP, Giannis Antetokounmpo, we're going to check out those stats right here. So PER, look at that, 31.9, really, really high. We got our true shooting percentage at .613. All right. Let's check out the win shares at 11.1, really, really high. And last but not least, the box plus minus at 11.5. Now, let's go to, oops, and here's his face right here. Oh man. All right, now, looking at LeBron James right here, all right? His PER is a 25.5. His true shooting percentage is .577. Let's check out his win share at 9.8, and the box plus minus is hitting low at 8.4. Now, just in fairness, let's check out James Harden. Now, just in fairness, let's check out James Harden. All right. So PER at 29.1. We got a true shooting percentage at .626. All right. Win shares of 4.4. And a box plus minus of -0.1. Oh, wait. Never mind. And a box plus minus of 9.6. Now, I'm not trying to necessarily say that this is the all be all, and that, you know, just because Giannis has a higher PER than these players means like he deserves the reward. It's just more so, you know, trying to paint the perfect picture of who the MVP really is, because it really changes every year, especially with the game and how it is in today's game with the fastball, small ball, whatever you want to call it. So we just have to add this to the criteria, but it's not the all be all, you know, criteria. We obviously are going to look at the eye test and some other stuff, and I already told you guys how I felt about LeBron. What's up, guys? I wanted to show you guys some of the stuff I've been working on. This is going to be for future videos right here, working with this NBA API that I found online. It's totally free, and it's going to be a way for me to, you know, share with you guys like some of the tests that I'll be running to really test out some of those statistics, you know, run some statistical analysis, see if you know, certain stats are relevant to other stats, you know, working and seeing if there's any independent variables among some of the stats that I'm looking at, pretty much just testing significance and really showing you guys a trend or story, or adding on to you know, what people see with the eye test, you know, whether it's basic stats or advanced stats. So that's what I'm going to be showing you guys in the future. But right now I want to show you guys this game that I made. Pretty awesome. This is like a couple months ago actually, because I don't know what I was doing. I was just trying so hard to get something out there, honestly. But I'm proud of myself for this because I really, put a lot of work into this game so that it could work properly. And this is definitely a good starting off project for me. All right, so I have it here. You guys are going to be looking over here. So let's run it. So it says, welcome to the NBA simulation game. Here are a list of players to choose from. So I got all the players. These are the players that we can pick for our team. So pretty much I'm going to choose the starting 5. The computer is going to choose first. Here are the following players. So this is what the computer chose. Russell Westbrook, CJ McCollum, Wardell, Stephen Curry, James Harden, and Kevin Durant. That's a pretty good lineup. But let's see if I can do better. So you have to enter in the names correctly. I didn't code it that well, so you have to put exactly what the names are. I'll take a LeBron, of course. No-brainer, Kawhi Leonard. So I feel like I'm already going to win. As I explained before, each player has a value associated to that player, like 2K. I didn't look on 2K, I just kind of made up some numbers. But let's see. Just using my basketball knowledge, I like LeBron and Kawhi. Let's see. I'm gonna add Kyrie. Yeah, they don't got Kyrie over there. Computer don't got Kyrie, so Kyrie Irving. Okay. Oh, the best player, Anthony Cruz. Yeah, that's me. And then, honestly, man, out of this rest of this list, I like Bradley Beal. I like Bradley Beal. All right, I think I'm winning this. Let's see. You chose well. It gave me back who I chose. The PC score is 459. Mine was 467. I won. Congrats. There you go. So, yeah, as you can see, I did better than the computer. And we can analyze this real quick. I mean, if you got LeBron and Kawhi on your team, I believe you're winning that. Obviously with me, it's a no-brainer. But let's just say I switched myself with, let's just say CJ McCollum. I like CJ and Bradley Beal. Bradley can score at will. He's been going off. CJ McCollum, good decoy. He can still score. Kyrie, he just needs to not be injured. Because I like him over Steph Curry. Kawhi will guard James Harden. LeBron and Kevin Durant will hash it out. And then Westbrook, my bad, will be with Bradley Beal. And I like Bradley. Actually, CJ will probably guard him. So yeah, depending. So yeah, guys, that was my game. I just really wanted to show you guys, some of the stuff that I've been working on. Because listen, I am Coded Pablo, and I got more work to be done. It just takes a while for me to, work on this kind of stuff because I'm so busy. But I promise.
Finally, I really want to thank you guys for tuning in.
Check this out on
I know it's
GitHub.
been a rough
And make sure you guys like and subscribe my page. Thank you guys so much.
Busy. I'm in a transition of moving out in my personal life. I hope to show you guys more of my personal life in the vlog that I'm going to be doing. And I'm going to post it up on YouTube. But just please please bear with me during this time because I'm really transitioning. And, I had a lot of hardware problems with my laptop, working with a lot of these videos. Got to give YouTubers credit because people that do this on a consistent basis really have the equipment at hand and they're really prepared for these situations. And that's just some advice for you guys. One last thing I want to say is shout out to my boy G. I am featured on a podcast now on Spotify. It's called the Random Shit Podcast. I want you guys to go check it out. I'll be on a few episodes. And look out for some future content from your boy because, a sports podcast is in the near future for me. It's your boy Coded Pablo, and I can't wait to talk to you guys again soon. Let's see what happens with the NBA Finals and the NBA Conference Finals. I think the Lakers are winning. Of course, my team, the Boston Celtics, we're down 2-1 right now, but I believe we're going to catch back up, and we'll see how that plays out. All right, guys, I'll see you guys later.